Hey, how's it going, guys? Today, let's find out if Opie is or is not the asshole. Let's go! Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend he needs to work out? I, 27 female, have been dating my boyfriend 32 male for 8 months. We met on a dating app, and our first date, he was noticeably less fit than his pictures. I look past it since I feel like it's common on apps, people put their best foot forward, and we hit it off. We started dating and he comments about how he wished he had time to work out like me, but work was so demanding that he didn't have time to dedicate to it. I wouldn't consider myself an extremely fit person, but I do work out 5 to 6 days a week. That's pretty good. It's a lifestyle for me, so I was happy to hear that once things calm down at work, he'd be able to join me in the gym, and he was genuinely excited about it too. Fast forward about 6 months and I've noticed things about his lifestyle that I think he lied about. First, he told me he gets off work too late to work out, and I realized a few months ago he got off at work at 3. I only realized this because I switched from evening to morning workouts so I could see him more, and he made a comment in passing that it's nice that he can nap a couple of hours before I get to him. I get off at 5. Second, he told me he eats clean. I've had to start cooking for us when we were together because all he wants to do is eat out. Third, he told me the other day that he really isn't interested in working out like he used to, and it doesn't matter because he snagged a hot girlfriend looking how he does. I found that really rude since he made it clear that he only dates girls who are fit. After that comment, I started losing interest in him physically, and I've noticed he's gained weight since we started dating. So now I feel like he has this expectation on me to look a certain way, and I can't put the same expectation on him. Is it wrong if I tell him he needs to start living a healthier lifestyle if we continue dating? Well, I mean, he did kind of just straight up lie to you, right, the whole time? I mean, sure, like maybe he was fit in the beginning or at least less heavy than he is now. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, like maybe he was at one point really into fitness, but then he just fell off, and I think a lot of people do that. I've done that myself. But like I feel like the big issue here is the fact that he's lying to you, because he's putting up this front that he wants to be healthy, he wants to do all this stuff, and he said if I had the time to do it, I would just go to the gym with you. But then you come to find out he does actually have the time to do that, and you can cook healthy for him, but he just doesn't want to put in the work. And the comments of like, oh, well, I already have a hot girlfriend, so why do I even need to try it? It's like, no, that's not the point. Even if you don't want to be like a jacked like gym bro or anything, you should at least strive to be, healthy. So I mean, honestly, there's only like so much you can do, but I mean, if he's not going to be healthy for you or even for himself, then it's just going to be a very self-destructive path, So it's up to you if you want to stay in that relationship or not. But personally, I would not. You two are completely different people and don't actually seem that compatible. I think you're considering the ultimatum because you feel like you owe him the opportunity to shape up, but I don't think you'll get that loving feeling back, even if he does, so it might just be delaying the inevitable. Yeah, and that's ultimately what it boils down to. Like I said, like if he's not gonna help himself, then, there's not really much you can do in this situation. Am I the asshole for saying I prefer my friend's boyfriend's body type while we were talking about gym guys? It's got the Johnny Bravo build. Yesterday I was hanging out with 3 of my best friends and we were looking at a reel of a really muscular bodybuilder on Instagram. He's clearly on steroids. Yeah, most of them are. You'll see like the biggest, buffest dude and it's like, it's all chicken and rice, bro. It's peptides.
Stop the cap.
Super shredded and huge, and everyone was saying how attractive they found him. I said I personally don't find that kind of physique attractive because it's too much for me, and I prefer something more balanced. To explain what I meant, I said I like the physique more like my friend's boyfriend's, let's call him Adam. Adam isn't super ripped, but he has a bit of muscle, just a natural, healthy look. I said it in a lighthearted way and only used him as an example because everyone there knew him. I've never really had any interest in him, and the only times I've ever spoken to him have been when his girlfriend, my friend, was there too. When I said that, I noticed my friend make a face, but I didn't think much of it. The next morning, she sent me a message saying that the comment made her uncomfortable, that she knew I probably didn't mean it in a bad way, but that it crossed the line for her and she'd prefer if I didn't make comments like that again. I honestly didn't mean anything inappropriate. I was just saying that I prefer that general body type, not him specifically. I actually appreciate that she was upfront and polite about it, but now I'm wondering if my comment was out of line in the first place. So Reddit, am I the asshole for saying that I prefer my friend's boyfriend's body type? I mean, honestly, it's just like a misunderstanding. I feel like this is just something you just like said out loud without even thinking about it. And like, in a way, I guess I can understand your friend's perspective, like using her boyfriend as an example. Because you did, like, in a roundabout way, said that her boyfriend's body is attractive. So on one hand, I do see that, but I also see how your comment was innocent in nature. And yeah, like, I mean, like, good on your friend for like coming out and saying like, hey, like, I pretty sure you didn't mean anything by it, but I just wanted to let you know that that comment kind of like was a little weird. So I think all in all, you're pretty much in the clear. It was just kind of an offhand comment that you made that people took the wrong way. Alright, so there's an edit. The same friend always makes comments to me how I don't date / have a romantic interest in what? Have a romantic interest in black men because I've not dated many in my past. Her boyfriend is black, so by her logic, why would I have any interest in her boyfriend? My comment was offhanded and nothing was behind it. I have apologized and said I will never mention his name again. What? Why did she bring race into this?
That's weird.
You said what you said, your friend told you that it made her uncomfortable, now you know. Not the asshole, next time use a random celebrity name or just don't use anyone's name. If you truly meant you prefer a general body type, then don't use a specific name as an example, it's not that difficult. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, it was just kind of an offhand comment, and I'm pretty sure she wasn't even thinking when she made it. She was just like, oh, who has the body type that I kind of like? Oh, her boyfriend has it, so I'm gonna use him as an example. Like, it was just an offhand comment that just got taken the wrong way. Am I the asshole for selling my gym equipment even though my dad's stepdaughter is using it? I have a lot of exercise equipment that was kept in the garage. My dad's stepdaughter Brianna wanted to use it all to get into shape. Since it's all in a common area, my dad said I had to let anyone use it. So it was kind of annoying because things wouldn't be left how I like them. Even though I told Brianna how I like things, then sometimes she would also be using things I wanted to. I just started college though, and my tuition includes free access to the school's gym. The school's gym has a lot more equipment and nicer stuff, so I've been doing my workouts there instead. It's been just as convenient as doing them at home. People, of course, move things there too, but there are so many machines that I never really have to wait for someone to finish their workout first, so it's actually better than using my equipment at home. So I decided I would just sell my stuff since I wasn't really using it. Brianna is upset because she had a routine and felt like she was getting progress and feeling better about herself, but she feels like I'm taking it away from her. I suggested just to go to the gym too. There was technically a free one at the high school, but she says she never felt comfortable at the gym because she doesn't like people watching her work out because she is really big and she says she feels disgusting. So now she's all depressed and apparently it's my fault. Well, in kind of a way it is. I mean, I get it's your stuff, so you can, do whatever you want with it, technically. If you want to sell it off, you can do that. But are you going to be a jerk if you do that? Yeah, I feel like you'd be kind of a jerk to do that. And also more on that too, like, college is not going to last forever. Sooner or later, you're going to be out of there. You're going to lose free access to this free gym and you're going to need some equipment. So, eventually you're going to need it. So I don't see why you would sell it off. That's just my opinion though. I would personally keep it like that because you remember like when the lockdowns happened and nobody had access to the gym? There were so many people just wishing they had some equipment at home. So me personally, I would think you're an idiot for selling it off. And at least, Brianna is using it. But yes, I'll say it again, in the grand scheme of things, this is your gym equipment. You have final say of whatever you do with it. If you want to sell it off, then sell it off, but you would be kind of a jerk if you did that. Not the asshole, it's your stuff. If your dad or his stepdaughter want it for communal property, they can buy it from you. Otherwise, it's yours to dispose of. My dad doesn't actually care about having any of it or not. He just said if it was going to be in the communal area that I just had to let anyone use it. Brianna doesn't have the money to buy any of it. Not the asshole, but you do have an opportunity to be a good guy, help a family member who is beginning to share your interest in fitness, and just generally be kind, if you can afford to hold off on selling it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's gonna boil down to whatever you want to do with it. Like, it's your stuff. If you want to sell it, go ahead and sell it, but I personally would not. Am I the asshole for avoiding a stranger at gym after she commented on my weights? I was at the gym one time. I usually just keep to myself and never talk or interact with anyone. In return, no one talks to me, which I'm okay with. One time I was on a stair climber machine beside one lady. I finish and get one, and the lady on the machine beside me grabs my attention and says, "Hey," as she takes off her headphones. She smiles and says, "I've noticed you around. You look like you've lost a lot of weight. You should be really proud of yourself." I actually felt really uncomfortable with it and just said thanks back. In the days after, I just never used that machine again and walked back and forth in a long way around the gym to avoid her. Another day, she happens to run into me again in another weight machines area of the gym. She gets on the machine beside me and awkwardly says, hi. I just said hi back without making eye contact or talking further. Am I the asshole for avoiding her? I mean, I don't think you're an asshole, but I definitely think you took her comment the wrong way. Like, I understand you probably see it as her commenting on your body when you don't want people talking about your body, but she was trying to give you a compliment. She was literally just giving you props on your weight loss. I've had the same things happen to me too, like back then when I used to go to the gym semi-regularly. The same people who were there at the gym with me when I started, and then like a year later were still there with me, and they saw my progression. They saw that I, was lifting heavier weights, and they just complimented. They're like, "Hey, you've been getting stronger, and I've been noticing it." And I was I was happy someone noticed, and I felt pretty good. But I guess, to each their own. I mean, you can take it however you want to, but I don't think she meant any harm in her comment. Not the asshole. I don't think she meant anything negative, but it's equally okay for you to feel awkward. Not the asshole. However, I think she was trying to make small talk and tried opening with a compliment. It did really sound like she was giving you props and noticing your weight loss and stuff, and who knows, maybe she just wanted to be your friend. Am I the asshole for telling a girl at the gym her shorts were see-through and everyone could see everything? I, 44 female, was working out at the gym and have seen this early 30s female wear these see-through spandex shorts several times. I myself have been in the position where my pants have been see-through and not been able to tell until someone pointed it out to me, so I found myself in a quiet corner of the gym with her. I walked up to her and said, "Excuse me, I don't know if you realize this and I don't want to embarrass you, but your shorts are completely see-through and everyone can see everything." She replied, "I know, I don't care." I apologized and just let her know I was trying to be helpful in case she didn't realize. And again, she reiterated that she didn't care. Was that awful of me to say anything? No? What? I feel like anybody in this situation would want somebody like you to go up to them and say like, "Hey, your clothes are kind of see-through," Because you don't know, like maybe they don't know and you should probably tell them. But the fact that you did tell her and she's like, "Yeah, I know, I don't care," then it's like, okay, fuck me then.
Fuck me, right?
Well, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode of Reddit, Am I the Asshole? If you guys enjoy these stories, and if you agree or disagree with my takes, whatever it is, go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.